Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do my full review on the Gareth Bowl Production Shamwari, aka the Shamwari, the Sham, the only we-made OEM knife that I've actually considered trying to get. I don't think I will try to get it, spoiler alert, but I've really considered it, and I was trying to trade Tier 1 for this, so this was loaned in by Justin from Tier 1 Gear and EDC Reviews. You should go check out his channel. Awesome dude. And this is a knife I've been meaning to check out since they dropped last year, and it was around this time, maybe it was summer last year. Gareth Bowl did a drop of these, the only drop I think they ever did of them, which is weird. And it was absolutely a shit show. The site crashed the first time, and they said, sorry, we're going to reschedule. A couple days later, they did it again. Site crashed again, and they were like, sorry, we're going to reschedule it for later. But then, somehow, the site opened up, and orders started trickling in, and instead of canceling those orders and telling people sorry and here's the new date, they let the orders go through, and basically the drop just happened randomly, and a bunch of people, including myself, got fucked because we didn't have a chance. We didn't even know it was happening. And I was pretty salty at the time, you know. It bothered me a lot more than it would now. Now I've been through a lot of drops, a lot of pre-orders, and I get how it works. I get the drawbacks of all the different systems that companies try to use, and there's really no way for them to win. But it still kind of irks me a little bit that they told us it was going to be later. There was no drop because of the website, and then they let orders through and accepted those orders and then just let the drop happen. That kind of pissed me off. So as much as I want to cry about it like a little baby, and maybe I am a little bit, I get it, you know. I was more salty at the time than I would be if it happened to me now. Anyway, that's kind of what happened. This was $275 new on that drop. I believe Justin said he overpaid a bit for this because they're hard to get, and he wanted one. And I could appreciate that because I do the same shit. I don't think it's worth what he paid. I'm not going to tell you, but I do think it's worth at least the $275 they were charging. I think it's probably worth more like $300 or so. This is a top-notch quality build here. We really impressed me on this one because I really had given up on I say it all the time. I'd given up on them as an OEM. Just because of their detents. Like, they can do a great job with fit and finish with a lot of things, but their hardware can sometimes be a little bit soft, and then their detents are the main issue. I just haven't had a knife from that was OEM by them that like had a great detent. The Berg Slim was actually pretty good. I really liked that knife, but I did sell it. It was a little too chunky, and I have a lot of knives in that category. And that detent was okay, but it was a whole deployment, so you could make it a little lighter. This is a front flipper, so it needs to be pretty light, but you don't want to have it too light. And they just, honestly, they killed it. This is a perfect detent for this knife. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling a little bit here. I just got done work. It's Friday before Labor Day, before Memorial Day for me. In this time, you'll probably see this much later. And I got done work early because of the holiday, so getting ready to tune it up for the weekend. And yeah, so got my car sent in. I took my car to get inspected, oil change, all that good stuff, because I'm taking the trip down to Atlanta next week. It's going to be a 12-hour drive by myself. Should be fun. and they found some tire rod or something that needs to be replaced. So I'm going to be $500 in the hole for that. I was thinking about trying to buy another arcane crawler on their drop today, and I'm probably not going to do that now just because, you know, $500 on the truck. That's probably the money I would have put towards that. So good thing I already had one though. Anyway, the Gareth Bull production Shamwari. So somebody put in the comments when I started talking about the knife. It's right now. Aesthetically, this thing is absolutely just gorgeous to me. When it's closed, it's just stunning. I love that blue pivot collar / over travel stop. I love the simple clip, even though it does kind of poke up a little bit. Seems like it'd be a hot spot, but it's not. It just isn't. It's weird. It just looks like a simple knife. I love the rounding all around the knife here. It's just so well done. You can see the finish on that black wash titanium. It just feels sturdy. There's no milling in there, and it's a good thing on this knife. It doesn't need to be lighter. It feels like it fits my hand fantastically. The weight feels perfect. It's really just a killer job. Aesthetically, it's absolutely stunning. One of the best looking knives I think I've ever held or seen. So, for whatever that's worth to you guys. Ergonomics are fantastic. My hand, I fit all 4 fingers on. I have a large to XL glove size hand. It's absolutely the perfect size knife for me. It just melts into my hand. Left-handed, of course. It just is fantastic. Right-handed, same thing. It's just one of those guys. It's just a melter. But there's no like choils, nothing. It's very simple. That's what this knife is all about. Gareth Bull is a South African knife designer, in case you're not aware. The Shamwari is one of the most popular EDC knives in existence, especially in the custom world. It is the king of EDC knives. I'd venture to bet a lot of people would say the Shamwari is like the pinnacle of just a straight up custom knife design. And they sell for a lot of money. And seems like it's for good reason. So I'm really digging it. They do actually make lefties in this. Now, that's the custom. This Wii production one did not come in any kind of lefty configuration. This also, the Shamwari in general, comes in a larger size, I think a smaller size, all different sizes. Some come with bearings, some come with phosphor bronze. So it just really depends on the custom one you get. They're hard to get. They go through like lotteries. Unless you're Dr. Frunky and you're best friends with Gareth Bull, then you probably get one without having to do a lottery. So I tightened the pivot there a little bit. It was pretty loose, to be honest. It's probably just from me smacking that blade out. There's no blade play, and the action is just crispy, guys. It's so fucking good. It's dead centered. All right, so ergos are money, right? Sounds. That's the first time I ever failed that knife. So it has good sounds. It's like a 7 for me, I think. And that sounds weird coming from me. I usually give everything a 5, and it doesn't have any outstanding crack or anything. But the closing sound, when that detent sucks it in, it just has this nice, crisp kind of ting. I don't know how to explain it. I love it. And it does seem to me that knives that tend to have better sounds, more acoustics, are the ones that are titanium slabs, so not like integral. 2 slabs and a backspacer or standoffs like this. And the key to the sounds, I think, is the hollow grind. Knives that have a hollow grind just tend to have better acoustics. It's weird, but like think about it. The J-Cape from Something Obscene Company does that ridiculous ting, and even when it doesn't ting, it sounds fantastic. Deep hollow grind. The Evo 2.0 from CKF, deep hollow grind, makes fantastic sounds. This knife, so I just think it has something to do with a hollow grind. My Slim MIDI, fantastic opening sounds, hollow grind. So that's my theory there. Something about the hollow grind leads sound to somehow, I don't know. I'm not a musician or a whatever you call it, expert in sound. So anyway, sounds are good. Carry, guys, this clip is phenomenal. It's very simple. Carries really deep. You know, for me, that's as good as it gets. This is perfect. I don't need a clip that goes absolutely all the way into my pocket deep carry. I need it to go like flush with my pocket so barely any sticks out. So I'm not showing the world what I have, because if I'm in the office, which I'm going to start being in the office again coming up very soon, that's going to be an adjustment. But, you know, I can't just be flashing around ginormous, crazy looking knives. Not that this is, but in general, I try to have pocket clips that are relatively deep, but they don't have to be like deep carry all the way concealed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's lightweight. It tucks into your pocket. It's absolutely a pleasure, guys. It's a front flipper, so you don't have thumb studs. You don't have a flipper tab. You don't have a hole. You don't have anything. It's very slim and streamlined. It's just fantastic, guys. It carries like an absolute dream. Cutting. Again, I did not use this a lot because it seemed to have a very fresh edge. It does not seem to be used very much. And it's sort of a rare knife, so I didn't want to beat it up or anything. But I opened a couple packages, cut a little bit of cardboard and paper, and guys, it's fantastic. It has that hollow grind I mentioned. It's very well done. If nothing else, is very good at blade grinds, very good at thinness behind the edge. They put fantastic factory edges on their knives. One of the best companies out there, to be honest. Their blade grinds are phenomenal. I think they're better than Riot. Not their finishes, but their actual edges. Fantastic. I've never had a weird, wonky edge or anything from a Wii Civivi. So obviously, this is going to be a great cutter. Perfect drop point shape. Just everyday carry, guys. This knife is fantastic. Action. So I'm left-handed, as you know, and I complain about front flippers a lot. Because when you're left-handed, you don't have a clip to grab. So I know I say this all the time, but right-handed, you see me grabbing that clip, then I can grab the front flipper and I can smack it out. I have full control of the knife. I don't feel like I'm slipping off or anything. The clip is essential when it comes to a front flipper. Now, left-handed, I don't know what it is about this knife. It's not thick or anything. It's really thin. But I just tend to grab in a good spot. And I literally, until this video earlier where I kind of failed it, I've never failed this knife left-handed. I've never felt like I was going to drop it. Right now I'm doing it like in front of the camera vertically in a weird way. Normally, down by my side or whatever. But it just works. It absolutely works left-handed. I was stunned. When I initially wanted to buy this knife last year on the drop, I assumed I would get it and I would hate using it left-handed and I would sell it and make a couple bucks. That was kind of like my plan. Again, it was really early into my hobby, into me being in the hobby, so I didn't really know what I was doing, and I really just wanted to check this knife out. So I was willing to drop $275. It would have been the most I ever spent on a knife, by a good margin, I think. And and I thought it would stink, and I've always thought that, but it works so well left-handed. It is the strangest thing. Now, closing action on it, again, is absolute butter. It's, I hate the term, guys, but it's glassy. Like, it just feels so smooth like this. It's not guillotine, drop shut, or anything, but it feels extremely smooth. Like, there's no resistance on that pivot. Not to the point where it's dropping or anything, but it just feels very good. it's one of those where it has to be shaken, and I don't mind it. Wii does do very well with that. One of my gripes with Wii is that they don't do drop shut action. They do the smooth, glassy, sort of shake shut hydraulic action. And some people love that. I personally don't. I prefer a drop shut guillotine. I still want it to be smooth though. There's a kind of, there's a difference there. But on this knife, it just seems fitting somehow that it's so like hydraulically smooth and glassy. Eat it up, CRK. This thing, the action on this opening and closing just kicks a Sabenza's ass all day. Like, it's fantastic. I only mentioned that because I said the word glassy and hydraulic, and all the CRK fanboys are going to compare it to that, and this is way better. So, anyway. Plus, South African knife maker / designer here, so it kind of is relative. Or related, sorry. So, yeah, action's phenomenal, guys. Like, this thing all around is just phenomenal. Value, $275. I said earlier this knife is easily a $300 knife. I'd pay $350 for this in my sleep, and I would not give a shit. I would be over the moon that I got one of these for $350. So if you want to sell me one for $275, boom. It's a good price, guys. Really good price. I should mention you get slabs of titanium, pivot collar / over travel stop. You get a steel insert in there, all the trimmings of usual knives, and you get 20 CV on this one. So with the hollow grind and the very nice bead blast finish, you have a crown spine, and yeah, it's absolutely a fantastic build. I can definitely recommend this knife to right-handed folks. Lefties, I just said it's fantastic left-handed, but you have to be into front flippers and know how to use them. I'm sure if you handed me this knife a year ago or even 6 months ago, I probably would have sucked at opening it and I would have hated it. But I know how to use front flippers now much better after handling a bunch. And so it could just be that. This flipper is absolutely perfectly designed with the jimping where it is, the rounding where it is. It doesn't hurt to open. Like, one of my only gripes with the Kunmu Tao that I've been raving about is if you miss the front flipper, if for some reason you tie up the lock bar or you miss it somehow, these corners are a little bit sharp, and if you miss it and just end up dragging your finger across, it hurts like a son of a bitch. That won't happen on this. Even if you miss, you're just kind of, it's rounded. It feels good, and I've never missed anyway. So it's an excellent design. I don't need to tell anybody that. And an excellent build from Wii. I have to give them props. I give them a lot of shit. I talk shit on Wii Civivi a lot. But this one is a home run. Absolutely fantastic job on this one. So, yeah, guys, I think I do want one. I think I'll wait till the next drop. Maybe they'll do lefties, or I'll just get another one. I don't feel the need to be overspending on one right now because I got to hang out with it for a couple weeks, and I really enjoyed it. But I don't necessarily have to have one in the collection. I'm not a big front flipper guy in general, so yeah, I love it. But that's kind of the reason why I wouldn't be scouring Reddit right now to get one like I normally would, But it's really cool. And yeah, guys, that is the Gareth Bull Wii Production Shamwari, or the Shamwari. I really appreciate you guys watching this. I hope you have a fantastic day. Another big shout out to Justin from Tier 1 Gear and EDC Reviews. Thank you for sending this. And yeah, guys, I love you all. And I will catch you later.